Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, this is a new installment in my series of showing you all the notes I took in a school year. This is the third episode of it. If you're new here, you'll probably think that,
oh my gosh, I am such a good student. I'm showing you all the beautiful aesthetic notes I took in school when I was listening intensely to my teachers.
Beautiful notes on my beautiful notebooks. No.
This video will be none of that. In fact, when I say notes, it's in quotation marks. So basically, notes means all of the random scribbles and doodles I drew in 9th grade. Every summer I would film this video. So I'll link the past notes videos in my description below, so if you want to check those out, you definitely can. And these are all of the notebooks and papers that I have organized and collected that I used. As you can see, there are lots of things to go through. So without further ado, let's start looking at and reacting to the notes I took in 9th grade. Yay! Okay, now let's finally start looking at this humongous pile of stuff. As we can see, we have a lonely piece of paper that I've probably ripped out of a notebook in hopes that the teacher checking my notebook wouldn't see it. Yeah, sometimes when I'm lazy to draw, I would just write and scribble stuff on here. I was practicing my cursive writing skills. Hey guys, I'm currently trying to write in a fancy handwriting, trying to look smart. Hey, this is how Joe writes, maybe, or how Jane Austen writes. I am so bored in this class, ugh. I am also very cold. I just want to go home and wrap myself in a big blanket and watch shows. You know, one fine evening, I flew on the skies, overlooking London. What? While singing My Heart Will Go On. Aww. It was scary, but free. Ugh, why are rules in classes so freaking strict? I wish I can have afternoon tea with Kate.
Kate Winslet, obviously.
At a little cafe outside of a little bookshelf chatting about films. Oh my god, what a dream. Maybe Kate can bake me a cake or something. Yeah. That's the ultimate dream, guys. This is me writing with my right hand.
You know, it's fun writing with your non-dominant hand.
I'm basically writing in anything but English here. Hi, je suis une fille. I don't know how to pronounce. Hey, jag talar svenska. Okay, I give up right hand. Okay, I wrote one sentence in my right hand and I gave up. Such good work, Jill. But yeah, I was practicing my Swedish for no reason. Jag heter Jill. Jag älskar Rebecca Ferguson här. Han är så bra. Jag vill ha mat. Yes, this was probably the period before lunch, so I was really hungry. And these are some other Rebecca names in different fonts, because if you haven't noticed yet, I am hopelessly obsessed with Rebecca Ferguson. Anyway, okay, next up is my English folder. Okay guys, this is my English notebook. As we can see, we have one beautiful Titanic sticker on here. I put movie stickers on all my notebooks for all my subjects because, you know, I love movies. And since my favorite class is English, we put one of my favorite movies on here. Ooh, okay, To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird is now one of my favorite books of all time. So these are some doodles of the characters, Atticus and Scout, in a Scottish accent, in The Mockingbird, of course. Oh, by the way, pass the damn ham. Okay, this was when I finished the book. And as you can see, I love the book. Romeo and Juliet. I don't think I really have that much doodles in my English notebook because, I usually have doodles in notebooks where the class is boring. ELL is rarely boring for me, at least. I look so weird like this. Let's look at my English folder. I'm just exposing myself, actually. The series should be called Jill exposing herself through her notes. Actually, I don't think I have that much doodles in here. Yep, no doodles. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the next notebook we're diving into is my media notebook. So I put the Devil Wears Prada sticker on here because there's a lot of media stuff in here, obviously. And the first page, actually, I decorated media. Okay, just to make clear, media is also one of my favorite classes and it's never boring, but I just doodle because as you can see, here's Titanic, me as a director. And Gorlick. Oh, by the way, this little thing will like appear lots of times in this video. It's an icon. If you're new here, let me tell you what Gorlick is. So basically Gorlick is a little character thing
that Annie Hathaway founded, that I co-founded.
Yeah, so if you've seen the movie The Witches, there's a scene where Annie Hathaway says like,
no garlic in the soup.
She meant garlic, but like she had this witch's accent or something, so she said Gorlick. And from that on, Gorlick became a meme in our class. We just thought that was really funny, so I just started drawing like little garlics on the whiteboard in classes back in when I was in 7th grade. If I go in the classroom, the first thing would be to draw Gorlick. So Song the Sea, Saoirse with the seal, and Cooper, because I love Interstellar as well, and also the Flying Dutchman from Pirates of the Caribbean, Will. Our first unit in media class was sound design, like lights and sound, and so I just drew here Lady Jessica using the voice.
The rise of YouTube.
And yeah, that's basically my media notebook. And here's my friend that I drew on here. Okay, so now let's take a look inside my math notebook. Put Interstellar on here because even though I'm not good at math, I really like math class, like being in the class, because I've got an
awesome teacher.
And my math teacher also loves like Christopher Nolan and Interstellar and stuff, so I just put the sticker on here. Leggy, the wood elf talking to a dancing evergreen. By the way, the dancing evergreen is also a character that I created. This was back in September of 2022 when I was watching The Rings of Power, because I'm a huge like Lord of the Rings fan, and although I didn't really like the TV series, The Rings of Power successfully got me into another LOTR phase, so I just wrote like the lyrics of one of my favorite LOTR songs, Into the West. Oh, a cameo of Trinity. Some math stuff. Elizabeth Debicki. This was when The Crown Season 5 just came out, and this was when my friend and I, we both really like Elizabeth Debicki. We just loved her look at the Crown premiere, like what the dress she wore. And also, this was drawn on November 11th of 2022, and November 11th is Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday, so I just wrote, oh Leo, in Kate's accent right here. Oh, this was February 23rd, Emily Blunt's birthday, and the probability of me loving Emily Blunt is 100%. So this was when we started our statistics unit, and of course, little Timmy T made an iconic video about this particular unit back in the days. This was when I was in my Michelle Yeoh phase. I still really love her, but this was when I was like in the phase, you know, and this was when I drew Michelle at the gym and Mackie at the gym. Oh, and also Mackie Chen. Like, I was in my Hong Kong cinema phase, okay? Graphs, and graphs.
Ooh!
So recently, Rebecca Ferguson's new Apple TV series, Silo, came out, and of course, being a Rebecca Ferguson fan, I had to watch it, and I really loved it. And here's Jules, almost falling over. Jules is such a strong character. I love Jules. Okay, that's it for my math notebook. Not a lot, actually. Okay, now let's take a look at my 2 science notebooks. Let's look at the first one. And of course, I put the movie sticker Wonder on here because, you know, Augie in Wonder, he really loves science, and he's really, really good at science. So science, oh my god, science is like the bane of my existence. Science has been like one of the most difficult subjects to get through. There's just too much content, and science literally like tortured every single student in my school. Biology stuff, a bread. And here is Jilly exercising and running and building up lactic acid in her muscles that needed to be broken down by oxygen, so she has to breathe deeper and faster in order to supply the oxygen because she has an oxygen debt. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? That's the end of my notebook. Actually, I didn't have a lot of doodles in my science notebook. Okay, that's nice. So this is my second science notebook, and in my last science notebook, it was all biology, and this was when we started the chemistry units. And biology, even though there was a lot of content, it was fine because it all made sense. But chemistry, oh my god, chemistry is torture. I don't really have a lot of doodles in here as well. What's going on? The name's Bond. Ionic bond. Oh, stoichiometry. This unit was like the bane of my existence. This unit was like the epitome of torture in chemistry. Oh, because it's basically like math, and it's before we started learning like this unit, and when I saw the word stoichiometry, I thought it meant like stitching stuff on clothes. Little did I know, it's about to be all math. In the midst of chaotic stoichiometry, we learned the rules for this element silver and zinc. No Roman numerals because the charges are determined. So silver is always silver like 1 plus, and zinc would always be zinc 2 plus.
Always.
Aw, after all this time, always. Okay, you know what? I actually don't have a lot of doodles in here as well. Okay, so moving on to my sociology notebook. I put a Little Women sticker on here because they socialized a lot. First days of school, we didn't really go through a lot of content, so that's why I drew a lot of doodles in here. This is Princess Margaret, played by Vanessa Kirby. Curbs and Catherine Waterston and Vanessa Kirby in the 76 Venice Film Festival. I'm obsessed with like their looks.
You know, they have good chemistry together.
And these are some like Rings of Power stuff. This is Gandalf riding Shadowfax at Gondor. Sorry, spoilers alert. This was when like Galadriel jumped off the boat when they were like reaching Valinor. Yeah, I just thought that the concept of Valinor was so cool. Like this place, it's so magical and mysterious and like heavenly. Legolas the Wood Elf talking to a dancing evergreen again. Finally, we have Reading, Berkshire in the UK. One day I just had this thought. I just realized that a lot of famous people came from Reading, because we have like Kate Winslet, also like Kate Middleton, like when we also have Sam Mendes.
They were all from Reading.
Oh, this was me trying to draw Michelle Yeoh. Here are some different varieties of garlic. We have hagao garlic, which is like Cantonese for like shrimp dumpling garlic. We also have sumai garlic. I don't know what it's called in English, but like it's also a really yummy food. Some little garlics.
Garlic's being social.
And yeah, that is my sociology notebook. Okay, let's move on to my music notebook. And for this, I put La La Land because, you know. Actually, I don't have anything. Okay, bye music. Bye music. Let's move on. Oh, okay, so guys, Chinese language and literature, for like almost every single class, there will be a section in the class where the teacher had to go like, Jill, stop doodling. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah, it's kind of funny too. I don't know if you can see it, but like I wrote why I put the Hunger Games sticker. So I wrote the Hunger Games because learning CLO is as brutal and hard as fighting in the Hunger Games, which is true. Here's a little boy that I drew. Vanessa! Both such good styles. I love her style so much. We have a whole page dedicated to Maggie Cheung and Maggie Cheung alone. So this is her in the Mood for Love. Such an iconic look. Like all of her T-pals are like so gorgeous. This was her and Michelle Yeoh in Police Story. This is Maggie and her daily like street style. The Rock, Evelyn Rock, probably, from EEAAO. Ooh. Interesting. This was probably when I was extremely bored, like to the very extreme. This was an attempt to draw the lady from Past Lives. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I probably drew another face here that I was really not satisfied about. This is an imaginary fake scene. Yeah, I ship Ethan Hunt and Ilsa Faust from Mission Impossible. And I invented a ship name for them, which is Elsa. Here's some lyrics. A few weeks ago, I listened to like You Are the Reason for the first time ever, and I've just completely fell in love with this song. It's one of my favorite songs now, and I listen to it like every single day. It's so good, and for some reason, the lyrics always reminds me of Elsa, like their story together, and this is so sweet, and I love the melody, I love the lyrics and stuff. And I also made a short edit, Elsa edit, on my channel, and so basically I made doodles for each lyric, like I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you, Venice, and fix what I've broken. Let's move on. Can you guess who the actress is based on these doodles? It's Kate Winslet, everyone! I just drew some of her iconic roles, and this is her upcoming film, Lee, The Reader, Hannah Schmidt's.
I haven't seen all of them, obviously.
These are both like Rose Dawson from Titanic. This is April, Iris, Mary, Clementine Krasinski, Iris from The Holiday, and Sarah from Little Children. I think that's all for my Chinese notebook.
Oh wait, no!
Focus, camera. This is the back of my Chinese notebook. Allow me to explain myself. Okay, obviously I didn't draw all of this during school, or else I'm certifiably insane. But this is Santa Monica. This was drawn after I watched the re-release of Titanic. It was the first time I ever saw Titanic in theaters, and it was such a beautiful experience. And it got me in my Titanic face again. One of my favorite things about Titanic was when, you know, Jack promised Rose to do all those things in Santa Monica, like to ride like a man and spit like a man. If I ever get the chance, I'll definitely travel to Santa Monica. So yeah, that's my Chinese notebook. Okay, so that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving this video a like and also subscribe to my channel, because as I've said, I will do another one of these videos next year. Hope you enjoyed my notes, and I'll see you next time. Bye!